everybody, and happy Friday. So you should have your morning work, and you should have already said your sight words. If you have not said your sight words or done your morning work, that's fine. Just go ahead and pause me and go get that taken care of now. So we're on morning work 68, and it's called Thanksgiving. I'm going to read to you while you follow. Thanksgiving is a very popular American holiday. During this time, families and friends come together to have a large feast and think about what they are thankful for. Thanksgiving has been around for a very long time. There is a very famous Thanksgiving known as the First Thanksgiving. This was in 1621, and it was a feast made by the Pilgrims for the Wampanoag tribe, who were a Native American group in America. The historical meal was different from today's Thanksgiving. It consisted of deer, corn, shellfish, and roasted meat. The first question says, what year was the first Thanksgiving? Your answer should have been 1621. Who was at the first Thanksgiving? Your answer should have been the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag tribe. And then, what food was not included at the feast? Shellfish, corn, cornbread, or deer? And the answer is cornbread. There was no cornbread there. It said it consisted of deer, corn, shellfish, and roasted meat. So, no cornbread. Okay. So hopefully you guys got all those answers correct. I'm sure you did because you're all super smart. And now you're going to say your letters. Good job. I know you guys practiced saying your letters without an at the end, right? Like when you say D, consonant. I know you didn't say D, consonant, because that is not what that letter sounds like. Okay. A long A says, a long E says, a long I says, a long O says, a long U says, a short A says, a short E says, a short I says, a short O says, and a short U says. Good job. I'm going to give you some words, and then I'm going to pause. When I pause, I want you to think of a word that rhymes with mine. The first word is price. The next word is wheat. The next word is snake. The next word is bank. The next word is slump. And the last word is show. I'm sure you guys had some wonderful rhyming words. Now you're going to listen to the first sounds of these words. If they start with the same blend, thumbs up. If they don't start with the same blend, thumbs down. Blanket, bluff. Both start with bowl. Flood, flash. Both start with full. Plum, pray. Pull and purr are not the same blend. Bless, brand. Bull and burr are not the same blend. Fly, flat. Those both start with full. Clothes, clash. Those both start with cull. Gleam, frown. Those are not the same blend. Slice, slime. Those both start with soul. Climb, cry. Those are not the same blend. Glance, glee. Those both start with goal. All right, I'm going to break a word apart. You guys do the same thing as me and then blend it back together. B-O-E-D. K-O-A-M-P. F-O-A-sh. G-O-A-S. P-O-A-S. S-O-I-D. B-O-E-M-P. K-O-I-M. F-O-E. G-O-A-P. Good job, guys. I'm going to say 3 words. They all end in the same sound. So you listen to my words and then say the sound that you hear at the end. Slice, Bruce, house. S. Tease, freeze, knees. Z. Tight, knot, flute. T, t, t. Grown, main, run. Strike, weak, oak. K, k. Tough, stuff, off. F. 6 packs, fox. X. Tube, globe, bob. B, b, b. Tame, gram, came. I'm going to say a word. You break it apart and count the sounds. The first word is plant. 5 sounds. The next word is slate. 4 sounds. The next word is bless. 4 sounds. The next word is class. 4 sounds. The next word is flame. 4 sounds. Gleam. Plate. Sled. Blind. Clay. Good job. I'm going to change the blend at the beginning, so listen carefully. Say Stay. Take away the st, add a pull. Say trend. Take away the ter, add a bowl. Say flack. Take away the full, add a bowl. Say glean. Take away the goal, add a coal. Say proud. Take away the per, add a coal. Say crumb. Take away the cur, add a pull. Say blood. Take away the bowl, add a full. Say slant. Take away the soul, add a pull. Say freeze. Take away the fur, add a pull. Say clue. Take away the coal, add a goal. Good job. Now I'm going to add one letter to the beginning of the rhyme. So say lack. Put a B in front of it. Say lamb. Put a K in front of it. Say lag. Put a F in front of it. Say lad. Put a G in front of it. Say lan. Put a P in front of it. Say lap. Put a S in front of it. Say lend. Put a B in front of it. Say lash. Put a K in front of it. Say lake. Put a F in front of it. Say lass. Put a G in front of it. Good job. Now we're going to take away the blend at the beginning of the word. So say flip. Take away the full you have. Say glide. Take away the goal you have. Say play. Take away the pull you have. Say block. Take away the bowl you have. Say clean. Take away the coal you have. Say float. Take away the foal you have. Say globe. Take away the goal you have. Say sleep. Take away the soul you have. Say please. Take away the pull you have. Say sleeve. Take away the soul you have. Good job. Now I need you guys to get out your HD word workbooks. If you need to get it, that's fine. Pause me here. Okay. When you get your workbook, we are in Unit 14. The page we are going to start on is 86. It looks like this. We are underlining our controlled vowels. So vowels that say or, are, or So the first one's done for you. It says calendar. AR makes the sound, so that's why it's underlined. Number 2 says motor. I underlined OR. Number 3 says calculator. I underlined OR. The next one says mustard. I underlined AR. The next one says nectar. I underlined AR. Number 6 says predator. I underlined OR. Notice how all of the ones we're underlining say the sound but they are not spelled Remember, in our lessons this week, we learned that AR and OR, especially if they're at the end of a word, say the sound So don't forget that. Number 7 says wordy. OR says The next one says projector. OR says Number 9 says factory. OR says The next one says grammar. AR says Number 11 says cheddar. AR says And the last one says afterword. We have 2. ER says and AR says At the bottom it says read it. I'm going to read them with you. So point to number 1. You're going to go across with me. Okay? Number 1 says calendar, nectar, afterward. Number 2, factory, motor, calculator. Number 3, mustard, grammar, predator. Number 4, cheddar, wordy, projector. Number 5, calculator, calendar, motor. Number 6, grammar, mustard, factory. Number 7, predator, projector, wordy. Number 8, nectar, afterward, cheddar. The next page, I'm going to read the directions with you. Write the spelling of the R-controlled vowel phonemes in the correct column. The schwa spellings are circled. So our columns are AR as in barn, OR as in orc, and ER as in bird. So the first one's done for you, alligator, alligator. The OR says as in bird. It's not alligator, it's alligator. Let's look at the next one. Orchid. The OR in this one says or. So I'm going to write OR in the or column. The next one says marching, marching. The AR says R as in barn, so that's where I'm going to put it. The next one says forward. There's 2 here. Do you know what they are? The OR says or, but then the AR says R. No, it doesn't, does it? It says So the AR goes in as in bird. Okay, I'm in the next section now. Number 5 says normal. So OR says or, that's where it goes. Number 6 says collector, collector. So the OR is saying what sound? It's saying So I'm putting OR in the as in bird. Worldly, worldly. So OR again says Apartment. The AR says R. So that's where that's going to go. Number 9, inventor. Or is it inventor? Inventor. inventor. Inventor sounds better. So the OR goes in as in bird. Important. The OR says or. Popular. Or is it popular? Popular. No, that doesn't sound right. Popular. So AR goes in Score card. So we have two here. Score, the OR says or, and then card, the AR says R. Okay. Now we have phrases and sentences to read. I will read these with you, so point to number 1. Was a collector of stellar art. Number 2. Victory was not as important. Number 3. In the orchid or the cornfield. Number 4. Is a wizard at perfect grammar. Number 5. Has a working tractor on his chicken farm. Number 6. Ate artichokes with the popular armadillo. Number 7. Heard chirping in the darkness by the pillar. Number 8. Before the normal visitors arrive at the bookstore. Now I'm in challenging. Number 1. I want to earn $50 to donate to the church in Corning. Number 2. Can you please find aspirin for Connor and then monitor him? Number 3. Clifford prefers to mix his collard greens with cheddar and mustard. Number 4. Dora's shirt collar was torn on a sharp branch when she hid in the orchard. Number 5. Edward, the earthworm, chose to bravely enter the winter blizzard in his yellow parka. Number 6. Mara will pick a carpet color to match the cardinal that perches on her windowsill. Number 7. Before Margot went soaring off to Bora Bora, she had to search for her thermometer. Number 8. Mark, my brother, is a bowler, an actor, an artist, a soccer player, and a member of the gardening club. Last page. Remember, when it gives you directions 1 through 4, I want to do them each one at a time. Number 1 says read each word. We're going to do that when we do number 2. So number 2 says underline the spelling AR when it spells the sound er. So we're looking for AR saying the sound. Blizzard. AR says in that one. So I'm underlining AR. Adore. Ambassador. It says but that's OR. It wants us to underline AR. Collector. Backward. The AR in backward says Organize. Artichoke. Flavor. Earthworm. Oh, the AR in earthworm says Grammar. The AR in grammar says Hazard. The AR in hazard says Harbor. Instructor. Popular. The AR in popular says Border. Okay, we did 1 and 2. Number 3. Draw a box around the spelling OR when it spells the sound So now we're looking for OR. We're looking for when OR says Blizzard. Adore. Ambassador. Ambassador says with its OR at the end, so I'm going to box it. Collector. The OR says so I'm boxing it. Backward. Organize. Artichoke. Flavor. Oh, the OR in flavor says Earthworm. Well, that one's tricky because worm, the OR says It's not warm, it's worm. Grammar. Hazard. Harbor. Harbor says with OR. Instructor says with OR. Popular. Border. Okay, now number 4. Circle the words that have 3 or more syllables. Blizzard. Adore. Ambassador. Oh, that's 3 or more. I'm going to circle it. Collector. That's 3 or more. Backward. Organize. That's 3 or more. Artichoke. That's 3 or more. Flavor. Earthworm. Grammar. Hazard. Harbor. Instructor. That's 3 or more. Popular is 3 or more. Border. Challenge yourself. Find 3 words that are careers. I'll help you with 1. So I just start at the beginning and I go across until I find one. So, blizzard, adore, ambassador. An ambassador is a career. So I'm going to write that down. You guys pause me and find the other 2. Find the word that means love. What word means love? Go find it. Find a word that might be on a menu. I'm going to help you guys with this one because I don't know if you've had this food before. Blizzard, no. Adore, no. Ambassador, no. Collector, no. Backward, no. Organize, no. Artichoke. Artichoke is a food. I'm going to write that down. And then find the word that is a type of storm. I think you guys can find that one on your own. So I'm going to leave that for you. Our next video is going to be the close read, grasshopper, and the ants. So go find that, get your pencil, get some crayons maybe for coloring, and then hop back on to my next video. Bye.